Plamen, how long have you been arm wrestling?
So it was like 2008. In 2007, I entered the same gym, but it was with different kinds of look back then.
Yeah.
And now it's a little bit of painted, new light bulbs and so on. But I was here like for only 1 week in 2007. And back then on the TV in Bulgaria, national TV, it was going wild, the
Yeah.
sport, arm wrestling. And even it was the world championship held here in the city next to us. It was in Veliko Tarnovo. So back then, even on the late evening shows, Brzenk was guest.
Oh wow, you remember?
Michael Todd was here. Voivoda, all of those top athletes that our sports have. Actually, they came here in Bulgaria.
Wow.
So in 2007, it was. I only watched it on the TV, and it was super interesting for me because the internet was not like today's
Yeah.
internet, and mostly we watched TV back then. The people, I mean. And in 2008, when I started, maybe it was in the beginning of the year, like March, I think, and until now.
Wow. So I was gonna
Around
ask you like who
17 years.
inspired so what is that, 220, what is that, 17 years you said?
70 years, something like this, yeah.
Okay. So on TV you saw John Brzenk, Michael Todd, arm wrestling. Is that what inspired you? Like you said, this looks interesting, let me find out more about it, or was it something that you were already kind of thinking about?
I was like 15 years old, and you know how it is at 15. You go in high school, and
Yeah.
on the tables you try with everyone to pull a little bit. It's interesting for you. I didn't even know that our city here and club have such good like history and such talented athletes that we actually have.
Yeah.
So I was interested before even knowing that there's a club in my city. And not only this, but it's the first club in Bulgaria is actually here from this city. So people around 1988, 89, they made the first club federation because it was not federation back then, it was club federation. And it was right here in this city. So
Okay.
when I started, I didn't know those things. I was like super much interested in the sport by itself. I don't want to be like sportsman.
Yeah.
At 15,
You just want to
your
go to school and
interests,
chase girls, right? When you're
yeah,
15
your
years old.
interests are different. I didn't plan to stay in the sport for so long. So when I came here, there were plenty of guys. Um, maybe most of them, maybe the new arm wrestling society won't know them. But anyway, so they started to speak to me like, boy, you know that in the sport there is no money and
Right.
no girls.
There is
So if
no
you want
money.
money, girls, go over there, outside on the field,
Yeah.
and kick the ball, play soccer. I said, yeah, I'm not. Um, this is nice that you're telling me those things. So I just want to try the sport, and to see how it is. And they said, okay, perfectly. And this is how I started. I didn't actually have someone that, um, I think now it's popular to have, you see how it is nowadays. Most of the people have seen already Warat, have seen someone. I didn't see anyone back then.
Yeah.
There were just the Bulgarian professional leagues, and there were only Bulgarians actually that I have seen before I enter in this club.
Yeah. Man, they told you the truth. That's what we
Yeah,
tell,
yeah.
even here. when somebody get wants to get into arm wrestling, and even me too. So I started 3 years ago, and that's the truth, man. Is they say, hey, there's no money in it.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna get injured, and
Yes. Yes. Yes.
you're gonna get
Exactly.
addicted to it because it takes over your life. You have to you have to train all the time. It's so much into it.
And
And like you said, there's no girls. There's nothing. It's just
no money, no
no
fame,
money.
nothing. Just for your own pleasure. You
Yeah,
can do it.
yeah.
Yeah. And
It's
the pain is like a bonus.
yeah, man. I remember.
Dangerous, and the pain is only a bonus to in additional to all the things.
Yeah, that's the bonus, the pain.
Yeah.
That's
It is
so
what it
funny.
is.
So when you started back in 2008, so when you first started, was there already like 5, 10 arm wrestlers there, or was it just maybe one or two? Like who like coached you in the beginning? Like who mentored you? Was it
Oh,
Svetan at that time?
no, no. Like Tsvetan was actually he had one business, and he came to the gym like only from time to time. It was
Okay.
one guy. He still is visual disabled person. He cannot see. He's blind,
Yeah.
and actually he's the first guy that when I came here, he was here. But to be honest, our gym is not so big. You can see it's not so big.
Yeah.
It's pretty small. And he was like watching you in the eyes, speaking to you, and he knew every part of the gym. And he when he goes and he wanna grab, for example, this handle,
Yes.
he doesn't hit his arm nowhere. I mean, he just grab it. I don't know he can see.
And he's blind. Yeah.
Yeah, he know perfectly well the whole placement of the weights, of the handles, of everything. So
Wow.
this is the first guy that I didn't even know that he's blind. You know.
Wow. And those of you that just joined us, Plamen right now is just doing some volume work. He's in the
Yeah,
gym and he's
just looking
grinding.
some
This is
push
just
in the body.
so let me ask you. So Plamen, so like you said, there's no money in arm wrestling. There's no girls. There's really nothing. Even in our sport has gotten big over the last couple years with East versus West, slowly and things like that. And reality, just so everybody knows, there really is no money unless you're at that top level of East versus West. Then you're getting some money. So for you, what would you say is what's your favorite thing about arm wrestling? What's the reason you even do it?
So those reasons change during the years. I mean,
Yeah.
in the beginning was how to say more like interest in the sport. In Bulgaria, the level is pretty high, to be honest. Back
Okay.
then, it was only one federation, not like today with two federations and those scraps. And back then, it's like I don't know if you remember him, Georgi Gaidarjiev, if you know him. He was like I don't know more than 5, 6 times European and world champion.
Yeah.
He even held the Guinness World Record for one arm pull-ups.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and so actually, this guy was the guy that beat me in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
This guy was the guy that beat me. Back then, we used to pull at 70 kilos, and I
Okay.
was like, um, how to say, I wanted to do better to see if I can catch up with him because he was a top athlete, you know. He
Yeah.
was very good. And those leagues in Bulgaria were very strong back then. I mean, they used to do like this professional arm wrestling league, but top eight competitors from Bulgaria, and each one pulls against each one. So in one competition, you have like seven super matches.
Okay.
It's very tough competition. In my eyes, it was super tough competitions, to be honest. They finished with this format years ago.
Yeah.
So during the years, first I wanted to catch up with some of the athletes, Then it was like I had this luck in 2009. The European Championship was in Sofia. So Tsvetan took me to this European Championship. I was junior back then and I placed second on the left arm. On the right, I don't remember, maybe four, five, sixth place, something like this.
What year was that? So when you placed second, you
In,
were junior. What year was that? Because you started in 2009, right? 2008, nine.
in 2008. So
Okay.
this
What year?
European Championship was in 2009.
Oh, it took you 1 year to get that good to
Um,
compete in.
almost 2 years, yeah. But the first year in 2008, until the end of the year, I had like three, four competitions. Most of my friends
Yes.
became first in their classes. I couldn't even get a medal.
Because
I couldn't enter in
they were
top
high
three.
level, right? They
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was high level, so I couldn't enter even at the top three. I mean, in the next year in 2009, I guess it was like more like my. Um, I started to see the results from the trainings in 2009. So then
So
I
in
played
1 year.
second, 1.5 year probably, yeah.
Okay.
But uh, I will tell you something more later. So after this, I was second, and I was furious at myself because I couldn't do the job properly. I couldn't win.
You couldn't do number one.
Yeah, I couldn't be number one, so I was missing something. I didn't do something correctly. I needed to improve. And after this, it was the roads in Italy in 2009. There I met Hermes for the first time. There I met him and many other guys. I couldn't get a medal in Italy, so I was fourth maybe or fifth. I don't remember. 2010, the same thing. Again, second place and third place, right and left arm. I couldn't get to first place.
Yeah.
So 2010 was my last year at juniors, and back then there weren't like those youth categories. I mean, youth category 21 years old, 23 years old, and so on. It was only juniors under 18 and senior men. Only this. So 2010, I finished with the juniors at second place. And after this, my goal was just to become once European World Champion.
That's a big
And
goal.
yeah, it took me many years, to be
Yeah.
honest. Many years.